Y'all back here again with another album review. Gonna be reviewing actually a mixtape this time. New project dropped by Logic called Bobby Tarantino. Been listening to him for a little minute now. I was first introduced to him with his Under Pressure album. I know he dropped a couple mixtapes before then, but I haven't listened to those yet. But just from listening to that album, you know, I fell in love with him, and I've been listening to him ever since. And I'm totally a Logic fan. There's Kendrick Lamar, and then there's Logic. So that's how I am as far as the total pose. So with that being said, gonna be reviewing Bobby Tarantino new mixtape. Just dropped last week out of surprise, and I was totally ecstatic when I saw it on my Apple Music. But anyway, about to go ahead and get into this mixtape review. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright y'all, so I haven't quite found my flow yet. I'm trying to see what sticks and what doesn't. So y'all might see me change the format every now and then. Last time I had a little background music playing from the album I was reviewing. This time I'm just going to do it in silence and see how I like it. But I'm going to go track by track. This shouldn't take long at all because it's not, a very long project. But the intro, which is called Illuminatro, if you listen to it, it won't make sense because it's meant to be played backwards, so it's kind of a play off the Illuminati deal or whatever. And pretty much to paraphrase, I've already listened to the track backwards, and he's pretty much saying he's out on tour, just decided to make this album, for fun or whatever. And basically, it's kind of hype before his album comes, which I'm really looking forward to just from listening to this. This is basically just one huge hype tape for his third album that's coming out. Alright, so first track after the intro is Flexecution, first single off the tape, along with Risk with Pusha T, which is also on here. But Flexecution, gotta say my favorite part of that is like at the end where the vocals come in, and then he ends the song with, "And now I heard you talking shit, now I'm fired up." But another line I like off of there is I feel like Indiana in Atlanta, hotter than Havana, coming with the stamina. Put down your camera and live for the moment. This shit right here, everybody gonna want it. But yeah, definitely he's flexing all over the track. Just basically what it says, Flexecution. He's a lyrical beast. He can rap his ass off. The next track I really wanted to talk about, I'm going to kind of go out of order here, but I want to go into Slave 2. There's basically Slave 2 and Slave 1, but Slave 2 comes before Slave 1. At first, I thought since, okay, the intro is played backwards, maybe the tape is meant to be played in reverse, like the whole mixtape. But, listening to it backwards, there's really no cohesion or anything like that. There's no deeper meaning. But pretty much throughout this tape, you're going to get the sense that this is not really something super deep that should be taken seriously. He even says it in the intro. So don't take it real seriously as to why Slave 2 is before Slave 1. Maybe he just did it just because, I don't know. But Slave 2 and Slave 1 are pretty much the same in the beginning as far as the lyrics and the hook. It's just that the tempo is a little bit faster in Slave 1 than it is on Slave 2. But I actually like Slave 2 a little bit better. He's actually rapping over the Rambo beat from Bryson Tiller's CD, if y'all haven't heard that. And also I like to switch up towards the end when he switch up the track. And what's that line? Walk inside the Def Jam, step on the president table and dap him up with the left hand because I'm counting money with the right. I think that line is so hard. But yeah, definitely like Slave 2 over Slave 1, but I still like Slave 1. So definitely listen to both of them. But so next on the mixtape is a little skit. It's called A Word From Our Sponsor, and this is where I have to kind of go back into history with Logic because I haven't heard of it. But it's basically a character called Randy Murdoch. I think I got the name right. It's a pretty funny skit, so I suggest y'all go into that. But I'm not going to dwell too much on that. But it is a funny skit. Then it goes into the second single off the mixtape, which is called Risk from Pusha T. And the hook is like super crazy on that. Yeah, I've been killing this shit. Yeah, I've been harder than the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking their wrists. Yeah, I've been cooking this shit. Now they fucking with this. But yeah, I think that track is dope as well. But I kind of question Pusha T's presence on this track. I know it kind of makes sense because, you know, he raps about like cocaine and stuff like that, so it makes sense to kind of have him on there. But it just seemed like he kind of was too slow for the track. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. But I could have had him on or off the track, to be honest. But I still like Risk as a whole anyway. Next track is Super Mario World. I like this one as well. It kind of has that video game beat in the background. But other than that, not much to really say on that track. Same thing with the jam. I like the jam as well. I like all the tracks, but other than that, I really don't have too much to say off the jam and, you know, Super Mario World. Just you know, 2 songs you can, you know, bounce to. Next one is sort of kind of a skit, I guess. Not really. It's called Studio Ambience at Night Malibu, and it's basically kind of like it sounds like a video or iPhone recording of a background session or a studio session, and it's, I guess, a little snippet off of his album. And from what I heard, I really like what I was hearing, and it made me even want to hear what he has in store next, as far as his 3rd album. Alright, going to the next track, 44 Bars, was basically a freestyle, no real hook to this one, not really even a turn-up track like the other ones are either. Nice introspective track, basically going from, you know, his first album to where he is now, and his failures and success to where he's basically gotten at right now. Other than that, I like the beat to it, real soulful beat. And also I like the line at the end where he says, at least at least I don't drink to avoid the hurt, we call that champagne. You'll have to listen, you know, to the song to really make sense. But I kind of, you know, got the punchline on that. But other than that, 44 Bars, good track. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. And the last track is Deeper Than Money. This one, you know, it's something I can vibe to, but I'm not rushing to go hear it. I like it. I like the message, but it's just, you know, sonically, not really. Maybe it was the beat or something, but I can listen to it, but it's kind of skippable. But other than that, I do like the mixtape as a whole. I definitely recommend y'all go out and listen to it. If you haven't heard, if you haven't heard Logic, go out and listen to his music. I still got to catch up on his mixtapes he did before Under Pressure. But if you're just starting out, just go listen to Under Pressure. That's a nice place to start from and kind of see what he's all about. But other than that, as I said, it's not a very long track listen, so there's not really much else to talk about in this album. Well, not album, but mixtape. Like I said, it's nothing really deep, so it's nothing too much for me to go really in depth with on this one. But it's definitely, you know, something to bump in the whip. But anyway, I'm gonna be playing this all summer 16. I definitely recommend y'all give it a listen, and I can't wait for the album to come out. But other than that, that's gonna be a wrap for this review, and I will see y'all next time, whenever that is. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to give this video a like. Do y'all like the mixtape? If you heard it already, give me your thoughts and concerns. Other than that, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, and I will see y'all next time. Peace out.